Welcome to my deck tech about Fire Lord Azula. She's a Grixis commander, so for 1 blue, red, black, you get a 4/4 human noble with Firebending 2, and the ability that when she attacks, you are able to copy any spell you cast, choosing a new target for the copy. As a reminder, the rules text does say that any permanents that you cast during this time are copied and become tokens. From the new set, cards like the Last Agni Kai that has a creature you control fight another creature and gives you red mana and the value of the excess damage is very strong. Additionally, it makes sure that you don't lose any unspent mana that you don't use during your attack phase. Ozai the Phoenix King is a strong late game creature that for 2 black, black, red, red, you're able to get a 7/7 human noble with trample, firebend, and haste. So you're able to put him on the board and immediately get at least 4 mana. He's also makes sure that you don't lose any unspent mana, but does change it all to red. His last ability gives him flying and indestructible as long as you have 6 or more unspent mana. Lastly, Sozin's Comment is a truly big setup finisher for this deck. If you have a bunch of creatures on board, you're able to get a bunch of mana during your attack phase. You're also able to foretell it for a discount if you ever have unspent mana during your turn. Being able to cast as many different things as possible during your combat is very important. So creatures with flash, loss of instance, and any flash enablers are very key. High Fae Trickster for 3 and a blue, you get a 4/2 that has flash and flying, but also allows other spells to have flash. Ley Line of Anticipation is something you might get in your starting hand at the start of the game that enables flash before game action can't be countered. Otherwise, for a similar cost, 2 and 2 blue, you're able to play it later. Before we continue with the rest of the cards, if you like the content I make, please feel free to drop a follow, and hopefully I'll have this deck on my Architect soon. Creatures like Archmage Emeritus that gets you a card advantage when you cast spells is very strong in the long-term payoff. Electro, Assaulting Battery, is another creature who makes it so you don't lose your mana, and if you were ever to be removed, you can use that mana to deal a lot of damage to a player. Atali, Primal Storm, can really turn games around if your opponent exiles strong cards when it attacks with Azula on board. Instances like Frantic Search, Electro Dominance, and Seething Song all can give you a major advantage during your attacks. Have you played against Azula in your pods? What cards would you play in a deck like this?